Designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot.
Back now on EA Sports at Venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's Bear football as we rejoin the... They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The Lion ball carrier, Danny Trevathan on the tackle. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a carry for Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
the numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Gain on the play. First down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 13. At the 40.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. being chased out left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on fourth down. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, 2nd quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Sliding out of the pocket, and now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Montgomery on the counter. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll drop to throw. He'll bice under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
31-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Lions, nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
And the Lions.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Detroit.
Gone. Fighting through pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start in the NFC, a division matchup pitting New Orleans against Atlanta. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Traquan Smith, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down. And
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Goff got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Goff.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Goff. In trouble, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
At their own 35-yard run.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Out of the gun, Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Running is Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
On 1st down, it's gone. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Goff's pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air again. Goff. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Lions 10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw again. And Graham's got it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
On the move, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
For the Bears. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Goff on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff throwing again. Screen play, Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective.
Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
3 yards to go.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Hawkinson, incomplete. It's 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Goff.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephus. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 50, it's Goff. And Josh Hill has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Here's Swift.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.